Students, in this class I am going to solve one numerical problem based on the Otto cycle. Okay. Question I am not going to write here because it will take lot of time, but I am going to read out the question based on which data I will write all the data given in the question. Okay. So Otto cycle, that means constant volume cycle, volume constant cycle. Okay, that question is like this: a cycle working on Otto cycle, that is, has pressure and temperature 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that is compression, and this is expansion. Pv to the power gamma is equal to C. This is Pv to the power gamma is equal to C. This is heat addition volume constant, heat rejection volume constant. Okay. So, an Otto cycle working on constant volume has a pressure given data. Okay. Having a pressure P1 as 1 bar and T1 27 degree centigrade. That means P1 and T1 is given. So, a cycle working on Otto cycle has pressure 1 bar and T1 27 degree centigrade at the beginning of compression. Okay. Now, heat is added at volume constant when temperature rises to 2100 degrees centigrade. Okay, so 2100 Kelvin actually, not centigrade. So heat is added from 2 to 3. So T3 is nothing but 2100 Kelvin. Okay. Now compression ratio R is equal to V1 by V2. It is 7. Okay. That means a cycle working on Otto cycle or constant volume cycle has pressure 1 bar and T1 27 degrees centigrade before the compression. Now this cycle has compression ratio of 7. Heat is added at constant volume till its temperature rises to 2100 degree Kelvin, that T3. This one I have written here. Now, what we have to find out? Find out Otto efficiency. Okay. Then, pressure at the end of compression. Find out the pressure at end of compression, and P3 at the end of heat addition process. P2 and P3 also we have to find out, and find out the mean effective pressure also. What is mean effective pressure? Constant's value is given. Cv is equal to 0.718 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Gamma is equal to 1.4, it is given. Then R is equal to 287 joule per kg Kelvin. Okay, these values are given. That means all the constants are given. So Cp will be, remember, 1.005 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. These are the three constants are given. So this will be nothing but Cp by Cv is equal to 1.4 or Cp minus Cv is equal to R. By that way also we can find out these are the constants given. Okay. Now let us start to solve the problem. First of all, cycle 1 to 2. See, we have to find out P2 also, P3 also. They want that one. Okay. So, since R is given, compression ratio 7 is given, so air standard efficiency is 1 minus 1 by R to the power gamma minus 1, 1 minus 1 by 7 to the power gamma is 1.4 minus 1, that is 0.4. So, it is just 54.08%. This is the Otto efficiency. This is the first part of your answer. Okay. So, this part we have completed. Air standard efficiency. Now P2, How to find out P2? Process 1 to 2. See here. That is P1 V1 by gamma is equal to P2 V2 by gamma. We want P2. So P2 by P1 will be equal to V1 by V2 to the power gamma. And P2 will be equal to P1 is 1 bar. P1 is 1 bar. It is given. And V1 by V2 is 7 to the power 1.4. It will have P2 is equal to 15.5 bar. This is also required answer. Okay. Now to find out P3, here we have to find out T2 also, because there we have to find out the heat transfer. Okay. So how to find out T2? During 1 to 2 itself, T2 by T1 will be equal to V1 by V2 to the power gamma minus 1. So T2 will be equal to, T1 is nothing but, see, 27 degree centigrade will be 300 Kelvin. It should be converted into Kelvin. That means 273 you have to add it. So it will be 300 degrees Kelvin. So 300 into V1 by V2, 7, gamma minus 1.4. So it is 653 Kelvin. T2. It will be used to find out some other parameters, though it has not been asked in your question to find out temperature at the end of compression. So 1 to 2 process we have completed. Now we are told to find out, see, P3 also. Okay, so how to find out P3? Process 2 to 3 is nothing but volume constant. Okay, so it is by equation P2 by T2 is equal to P3 by T3. Okay, so T3 will be T2 into T3 will be equal to T2 into P3 by P2. So P3, we have to find out P3 actually. T3 is given. Okay, so not like this, we have to find out P3. So P3 will be equal to P2 into T3 by T2. Okay, so P2, see here, 15.5 bar into T3 is nothing but 2100 Kelvin divided by T2 is 653. It will have 46.5 bar. That is also required answer. Okay, so that is also a part of answer. This is also a part of answer. So P2 and P3 we have found out. Now to find out mean effective pressure, we have to find out work done. Okay, so first of all, heat addition let us find out. That is why we found out T2. Okay, so heat addition mCv T3 minus T2. So m we can take it as 1 kg. Okay, Cv is 0.718. T3 is nothing but, T3 is given 2100 minus T2. T2 is 653. So if we take this one, this will have 966 kilojoule per kg. Okay, heat addition. Now, what will be the air standard efficiency is work done by heat added, remember. So, heat added is known. So, work done per kg can be found out will be 966 multiplied by 0.5408. It will have 622 kilojoule. Okay, so now work done we have found out 622. And how to find out mean effective pressure? See here we have to find out stroke volume. Okay, stroke volume is nothing but V1 minus V2. Okay, V1 can be found out by, V1 will be, see, P1 V1 RT1. Okay, because m is equal to 1. So V1 will be, RT1 is 287 given, 300 divided by P1 1 bar, 10 to the power 5. So V1 will be 0.861, almost 0.861 meter cube. And V2 will be divided by 7, so it will be 0.123 meter cube per kg, remember. So V1 is 0.861 minus 0.123 this will have 8, this is 5, 5 minus 2, 5 minus 2 is 3, and this is 7. Okay, so 0.738 meter cube per kg is stroke volume. After knowing the stroke volume, so work done will be equal to PM into Vs. Okay, so PM will be equal to work done. We have found out here 622. Remember kilo. Okay, and Vs is 0.738. 0.738. Since this is in kilojoule. Okay, so pressure will be kilonewton per meter square Pascal. So it is having 708 kilonewton per meter square, but pressure is expressed in bar, so it will have 7.08 bar, so mean effective pressure. Okay, so these are the parts of your answer. So let us sum up what we have done for this numerical. Question was a cycle working on Otto cycle having pressure 1 bar and temperature 27 degrees before the compression. Compression ratio is 7. Heat is added at constant volume till its temperature rises to 2100 degrees Kelvin. That I have written here. T3, okay, and R is given 7. Find out air standard efficiency. Pressure at the end of compression, that is P2. Pressure at the end of heat addition process, P3, and mean effective pressure. Okay, these are the constants value given. Cv is equal to 0.718 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Gamma, ratio of Cp by Cv 1.4, and R, that is difference of constant, that is a specific heat at constant pressure and a specific heat at constant volume. Cp minus Cv is equal to 287 joule, 287 joule per kg Kelvin. So Cp will be just gamma is equal to Cp by Cv, so it will have all the standard values are given, so Cp will be 1.005 kilojoule per kg Kelvin only. So first of all, we have to find out air standard efficiency since R is given. So 1 minus 1 by R to the power gamma minus 1, 1 minus 1 by R is 7, 7 to the power 0.4, it will have 54.08%. Okay, second is how to find out pressure. Taking the cycle, this process 1 to 2, it is compression. So process 1 to 2, P1 V1 to the power gamma is equal to P2 V2 to the power gamma. So P2 by P1 will be equal to V1 by V2 to the power gamma. P2 will be 15.5 bar because P1 is in bar, so this will have the bar only. Now process, same process 1 to 2, because we have to find out the heat addition, so here we have to find out the T2 also. So process 1 to 2, T2 by T1 will be equal to V1 by V2. Temperature and volume are in opposite order, gamma minus 1. So T2 will be equal to 300 Kelvin. This 27 degrees centigrade has to be converted into Kelvin. So how to convert? Plus 273, it will be 300 Kelvin. Okay, so T2 will be equal to T1 300 plus into V1 by V2 7 to the power 0.4, it will have 653 Kelvin. Process 2 to 3, that is volume constant. So here we have to find out T3. Okay, so volume constant is P2 by T2 is equal to P3 by T3. Here we have to find out P3. So P3 will be equal to P2 into T3 by T2. P2 is 15.5, just we have found out here, into T3 is 2100 divided by T2 is 653. So it will have 46.5 bar. Now heat addition we have to find out. That's why we have already found out temperature T2. So heat addition is mCv T3 minus T2, this process. Okay, this is the heat addition. So m is 1 kg, Cv is 0.718. T3 we have found out, it is given in the question 2100 Kelvin. So 2100 Kelvin minus T2, T2 is 653. So it is 966 kilojoule per kg. Okay, now using the air standard efficiency, work done by heat added. Okay, so work done per kg we can find out here. After finding out the work done, we have to find out the heat, that is stroke volume. Stroke volume is V1 minus V2. So V1 is P1 V1 is equal to RT1. V1 will be 0.861 and V2 will be equal to 0.123 because R is equal to V1 by V2. Okay, by that ratio we can find out. After finding this one, stroke volume V1 minus V2 0.738. So work done will be equal to PM into Vs. So PM will be work done by Vs. Okay, that will be work done. This will be work done by Vs. So work done is 622 by Vs is 0.738. It will have, since it is kilojoule per kg, this is kilojoule per kg and this is meter cube per kg. Okay, so per kg will get cancelled and this will have, this is stroke volume meter cube per kg. Okay, so this will kilonewton per meter square. This is kilo only, so this will have kilonewton work done. Okay, so by that was 7.08 bar, that is the mean effective pressure. Okay, rest of the thing I will discuss in next class. Thank you.